And we're back for another week right here on LA on Air, our special Moss Summer Series. BRAY J and Lana joining you now. So, you know we like to change things up, right, Lana?
Absolutely.
So we said we were going to have Marshall Long on. Marshall Long is a young person here in Southwest Louisiana, very talented, but also very, very busy. So we found out the day of, basically, that he was going to have to cancel us. He is doing something, some national competition, not to mention the family business he works with, and they're doing these church fundraisers. And I think that was just a few of the things that they shared. So hopefully we can get Marshall on in the future. However, being how awesome our area is, we have so many people who stepped up, so much talent. They're joining us in studio today, and so we're excited about that. We're going to get to all of them in a second. Lana, have you met any of these people before?
I mean, I just did.
You want to do the honors?
So Suede, Novakaine, Doughboy.
All right, So Suede is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, on his birthday, no doubt. Happy birthday to you.
Man, appreciate that, man. Appreciate y'all having me on the show, for real.
We had to. He's doing his EP release party tonight over at Center Stage, and he has a lot of talent performing. As soon as this is over, we're heading over there.
That's what's up, man. Y'all get in tune with me, huh?
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah. But we see you doing so much, and so I applaud. Everybody knows that. I applaud anybody in this area who's stepping up and just doing the best that they can, and you do a great job of that. So we
thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Also coming on the show, we have a guy you probably read about if you haven't heard their music. It's Charles Lyons. He's of Sinners, and they're going to be coming out with their album release in August. So we're going to talk to him. And then a new band in town. We always love new musicians. Canebreakers. They're going to join us on the show in just a bit as well. Also, we have the events across Louisiana for you. The Beat, which we're going to talk about in a bit. And our good friend Josh Quayhagen. He owns PE Gym. You may have heard of this before if you're in the Lake area. Performance Evolution, they do a lot, and he's going to be our health segment for the day. And we got some more surprises coming for you as well. So, without further ado, here it is, LA on Air. All right, so Suede, of course, we got to have you just start. This is what we do. We do crazy stuff here on the show sometimes.
Okay.
And so, if you got something you want to spit for us.
Oh, okay, so I get to go all the way live?
You get to get it, yes.
All right, well, I think I got a little something I can put down. It go like this. Now I'm about ready for some action with internal satisfaction. Indeed, I know I'm maxing with my mental soul compassion. But I want to see reaction from my people not relax. It's time to get up off the mattress. Change the future and lose the past tense. But as I stand and say these thoughts are bright, I start to wonder, is it right? That I'm the one who has the might, the chosen son to lead the fight. Yeah. I know I ain't the one to say that you should change, you shouldn't stay and listen clear to what I say, understand no others' ways. So this is a lyrical delegation about my peers' presentation. Okay. So it's history in the making for my people that been waiting. Okay. I'm tired of sitting watching humbly these younger cats up under me, that struggling up in the streets to win a prize that only sells defeat. That ain't helpful. That ain't right, being about self-gratification. With no qualification, no hard work, faith, or patience. So I got in tune to what my city needs. I see it really starts with me. A business mind indeed. I will succeed. I must achieve.
Yeah. Like that. So Suede in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
We double MG.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for that, man.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk. Let's start with this EP release. How long have you been putting this together?
2 years, man. 2 years in the making. I actually dropped the Southern Player song last year. The single was dropped last year. The video is also on YouTube. You can check that out. And it's been in the making for 2 years. I have some great features on it. Actually, 2 great features and producers on this thing. So it's been in the making, man. It's been a process. But, you know, we got it out there today. It's out. You can go download it on your favorite digital music store anywhere online. So just...
So please run it through. I even saw Xbox is on there. So tell us
Xbox Live, Rhapsody, Spotify, Beats, iTunes, Google Music, Amazon. Man, just search So Suede Southern Player EP on your favorite digital music player, and you're going to find it. I promise you, it's going to be there.
All right, so Center Stage, how was it for you choosing the venue? I don't know about you. Anytime we do an event, that's probably the hardest thing to do. Which venue do we want to...
Okay, Center Stage, man, I look at it as the most centerist point in Lake Charles. We're being right off I-10, South I-10 right there in the area. And, you know, we really deal with Blaze Smoke Shop a lot. We support those guys over there. So, you know, Mr. Darren over there, he told me anytime I want to do anything. And it's really a metal club, if people didn't know, you know. So we're going to be changing the scene up. It's actually, I'm making history if people didn't know. It's the first hip-hop event in that area of town ever.
Okay.
Since I've been alive, I know. So
That's really awesome.
Yeah, we're going to be doing it real big, man. I got a gang of artists from the area coming through.
Let's run through some of those names. Yeah.
Okay, I got Lambo. I got Novakaine, of course. Gibby. You know, who else? We got Jinx. We got Don Ron. We got Young Tiger. We got Cuda.
Beat Freak.
Marlisha Monroe. Beat Freak.
Lil Fam.
Yeah, I think that's about everybody right there. We got a nice lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, man.
Everybody in one building. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
And why your birthday? Why did you decide to do this on your birthday?
It's actually just a marketing technique, man. It's just a marketing technique. I planned on doing it last year, but I sat back and just felt like I could build my brand. And by the time that I built my brand up, I knew that everybody was going to be telling me happy birthday.
Right.
So it would be easy for me to market and promote my music with a reply. You know what I mean? So you saying happy birthday, hey man, thank you. Why don't you go check out that EP? You know, download that thing and support me. That's just as marketing and branding, man. That's all it was.
Sneaky.
Business mind, baby.
Sneaky.
And so I saw some of the people, I think on Instagram you were showing how many people were wanting this a month ago. And I thought to myself, when you got people like posting and you know, just all this stuff ready a month before.
Right.
You know, that's pretty awesome. You did a
Right.
great job with the promotion.
I have a great, man, mentorship, bro, and, out of Atlanta, and you might know Teddy from G Entertainment, you know, and Eric T from 107.5, and I actually dropped a track called Loveless that I personally emailed to people that requested, and I got over 200 requests from people personally wanted to hear that song. So I knew that I had a vibe going. I knew I had built the brand marketing. Somebody wanted to get it, so I figured I would just make everybody wait to hear it. So it just built that anticipation, and it's working out for me because everybody's going to get it, man. I got CDs for sale at Phone Pro on Highway 14 and also the One Stop Shop and on Maplewood Drive in Sulphur. So it's 2 different locations. You can buy hard copies. And I've been back to refurbish their CDs, man, because I've ran out at both locations.
That's
so,
awesome, man.
Yeah.
Any questions for him?
I think that's it.
All right, so let's talk to you, Novakaine. Tell us your story. How'd you end up teaming up with Suede for this?
Well, when I got with Suede, he was basically just going through the area and picking out, like, the most talented artists, I think. And I think he really, I had a crew called Wasted. It was me, him, and my homeboy Ben over there. And we were kind of like, we were just, you know, releasing tracks and just making music and just having fun with it. And I think he saw, like, talent in our group itself and just kind of picked us up and put us under his wing. So now I'm in tune with it.
You're in tune,
Yeah.
and that's his hashtag, right?
Yeah, that's actually my
Anthem?
trademark brand, man. I'm in
Hold it up.
tune. I'm in tune. How about you? You know.
There we go.
That.
All right. Cool deal. All right, so tonight, what are you looking forward to most?
This is my first live hip-hop performance, so I'm about to shut it down.
What about you?
Same.
Yeah.
First.
It's a big night.
And I want to applaud these guys, man. They definitely stepped up. They've been with me, man. It's not. He said talent, and I want to rephrase that. It's really the business side of it, because to me, it's 10% talent. It's 90% business. So I mean, that's what really caught my eye with these guys. They grinders. So that's why we rock with it.
Yeah.
I'd like to
No
hear
doubt.
that. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Appreciate it.
Be sure to check out this EP, and of course, we'll share it on HeyBrayJ.com for
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm excited. I like to see people, like I said, doing
Yeah.
the very best, and y'all definitely put y'all's best foot forward every time. So,
No doubt.
Thank you.
very
Thank
awesome. You want to spit something else for us before y'all leave?
you. I'll let you want to get it, Kane.
All right. I got to be the one about the bullet. I'm a sinner, but I better can be the better man. I want to be zen, but I can sip on some medicine instead of meditating, but I get it when I can. I don't want to wind up in the gutter, but about them all. Look at it because I never got a call telling me that it's all figured out. I'm sick it out, but I'm looking at the wall. Finally, what's up to be caught up in the moment to be open to the good and I gotta be, but I got all about you, man. To get to the order, become a bit of an oddity when somebody gets offended by the thought of me.
Huh? That's how you coming?
Yeah.
No,
That's how you
Kane,
coming?
ladies and gentlemen, I love you. Anybody can spit. Impresses me always.
Yep.
Thank y'all again. We see y'all
doubt.
Make
afterward.
sure,
We're looking
make sure
forward
you
to
guys follow me on Twitter at So Suede, SOSUEDE. On Instagram, he's So Suede, HESOSSUEDE. And
it. Kane, where we can
Okay.
find you, man?
White boy wasted on Instagram, wasted with a ZWACTED. Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, you can get me on Instagram, Doughboy Wasted, DOEBOYWAZTD. Big Gib on Twitter, at Big Gib. That's BIG, that little underscore,
Mm-hmm.
GIB.
Be looking for Kane's first single featuring Gibby. Gonna be dropping real soon.
You can catch my mixtape on Dad Piff,
I
too.
look forward to it. Be sure to get y'all's music to it. So we.
No, I actually bought
No
you a
doubt.
CD, man. That's
I
yours to keep.
appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We'll definitely check it out.
No doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, Suede in the building. Of course, Novakaine, we appreciate it. Doughboy, nice to finally meet y'all. And I know the show's going to be awesome. Happy birthday.
See y'all tonight, man. Appreciate y'all having us.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, getting to the music for you right here on LA On Air, starting off the show. We mentioned him a little bit ago. You know, it's our good friend Charles Lyons. He was kind enough to come in the studio for us. Sinners is a very, very awesome band, and I'm looking forward to the big party they're throwing in August. It's a great way to start off that month. So, you excited?
I'm so excited.
Have you heard them play yet?
No,
You haven't at all?
no, never.
Oh, she is in for a treat in August.
I mean, I heard him warm up, so
Uh-huh.
that was enough for me. I'm sold.
Here it is, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, on LA On Air, performing for the first time, our good friend Charles Lyons.
I got a problem with being sober, and yeah, that's a problem. Need to get over. Everybody here knows the score. Medications, double doses, yeah, Jack Daniels. That's the closest that I've ever been to Nashville before. Well, no, I couldn't made it if I hadn't been so wasted, blacking out, breaking down on stages out of town. Darling, I'm surprised you still got tears to cry. Frankly, that you even stuck around. Now you say you wonder how do we ever get to where we are today from where we used to be. Now I don't know, honey, I just want to go somewhere tonight. It's just you and me. I got a problem with getting older, and yeah, that's a problem I'll never get over. Older now than I ever cared to be. Yeah, but darling, it's all the same. Ain't nowhere to place the blame for all your broken hearts and me. Now you say you wonder how we ever get where we are today, where we used to be. Now I don't know, honey, I just want to go somewhere tonight. It's just you and me.
Charles Lyons, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Very much appreciated. The name of that song, sir?
That's called Problems. That's actually a new one. It's not on the record.
There we go. I love it.
There you go. I actually considered playing all new songs, but I figure I'm promoting the record. I should probably play
An LA On Air exclusive. We love it.
You know.
Lana.
It was wonderful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And of course, we're going to have more coming from Charles in just a bit, and we'll sit down and talk to him as well. I would like to welcome to the table, if you will, our good friend Josh Quayhagen. He's the owner of PE Gym, Performance Evolution right here in the Lake City. And it's an honor to have you on the show. I mean,
Man, it's an honor to be here, man.
we've been
I'm
talking
excited
to
to
you
be
for a
here.
while now, and I was like, how can we get you on the show? So it's great to have you here.
Man, it's cool to be here. I get to listen to some good music, man. It's just pretty exciting for me. Wasn't quite sure what I was walking into, and this is exciting,
I
man.
don't think anybody did. It was
Yeah.
like, We're trusting that BRAY J isn't setting up a trap for us.
Right
Thank
on.
you all for trusting. I appreciate that. Really.
Cool.
All right, so as you know, we filled you in. We're featuring a health segment with every show. And it's important to us that Southwest Louisiana at least are aware of what's out there. We had Danielle Edwards from a Partnership for a Healthier Southwest Louisiana stop by. She gave us so much literature, which we hope everybody grabs on their way out. And we just decided we have to. It's, you know, if we're going to do this show, we're going to promote music. Of course, people support these artists. We need to also educate them as well. And of course, you bring a lot to the table. So if you can, just give us an overview of what y'all do over at PDGym.
Well, man, it's we have a family. That's kind of what we are first and foremost. You know, right when you walk in, we have a big little thing written on when you hear your family. That's kind of our basis. We want, just like music, what people have energy, and we need to spend that energy doing productive things that are going to make our life better, or we're going to do make our life worse, so to speak. So what we want to do, we want to have something for everybody. We do martial arts, we do fitness, all kinds of. I'm a Ninja Warrior fan, so I'm trying to create as much of a Ninja Warrior feel as I can in there too. I grew up in karate, so I'm a black belt martial arts. So we use a lot of that discipline in our workouts, and always a group workout. We have kids things. We want anybody who wants to do something. We want them to come in there, and we want to help them do it, whether it's run a race, do a marathon, lose some weight, gain some confidence, whatever it is. We want to come together and help you accomplish a goal. That's pretty much what we're about. Our logo is PE Strong, and that strength comes from the family and the people around you. So it's pretty much what we're about.
I love that. Now, of course, we were actually talking the other day. When people say that they're fasting or anything like that, you can debate, and I'm going to, of course, get this conversation wrong, but I'm switching. Whether or not you're doing it to, obviously improve your physique, or if that's just one of the positives that can come from it. For you, though, being in the gym and seeing some people come through, what are some healthy tips, if you were, or advice you'd give for people who maybe, weight is a factor for them, but just overall, what's some health tips you can give us?
Man, I go, and everybody's different, but I like a simple win. Game plan, and this is me, I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about this, but what I would do is people try to do a 6-week diet or a grapefruit something, or I don't know, like a fast or anything. That's all in a sense like a fad. You're trying to develop a long-term habit. Try to drink 1 less Coke a week, then the next week do 2. Picking something simple and developing it into a lifestyle, that's what you want to create. You want to become a better person, not necessarily train for 6 weeks to accomplish a goal. That's what a lot of people do. Beach season is coming. Let me eat a little better for the next 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. Instead, try to develop your habits to where you're slowly getting better all the time. That should be what life is about, just slowly getting better all the time, whether it's becoming a little nicer, learning to deal with your anger, learning to drink a water instead of a Coke, whatever you're doing, just try to get better at it and stop. We try to cram everything in. We want everything right now. I'm not going to eat for 2 weeks so I can lose a lot of weight. Well, yeah, you die. So, you got to choose your battles.
Simply put, by Josh Quagan.
It is what it is. A lot of people have different things, and I'm all for doing whatever you can to get better at life, but make it something to where you'll still be doing it in 6 months, and then you still are getting better in 6 months instead of just a simple short-term goal.
I love that. And that was something we wanted to bring, obviously, and of course we respect what the pediatricians and, the nutritionalists advise us, and, obviously they've done numerous studies and they know. But when you talk about realistically, we need people to come in that do it and can tell us, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And it looks like it works. You know what I mean? So I wanted to hear different suggestions, and hopefully whoever's listening, they can pull what works best for them.
Yeah, and I'll kind of give you, a little bit of what I do, but I think for the most part, we're not that dumb. We know what's better for us. We go to McDonald's. If I'm hungry, I'll stop by McDonald's. I know a grilled chicken wrap is better than a crispy chicken wrap.
I shouldn't eat crispy. No.
Hey, like I said, no judgment zone. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell you what to eat or what not to eat, but you know what's better and what's worse.
Right.
Making a decision and doing one right decision will lead to 2, and then 3, and then eventually you might have a little pattern going, and life gets better, and that's just how it works. So just kind of going in and being conscious and not, kind of playing dumb. It just takes one decision. Right now, you're going to come in and stop saying you're going to start something on Monday. start something on Thursday. Everybody, okay, I'm going to start eating good Monday. When Monday comes, oh, I didn't know I had a birthday, so I'm going to start next Monday. Start on Tuesday, and just go from there. So that's one thing we try to do is live in the now. Don't worry about making mistakes because we all do it. And then from there, once you make a mistake, try to, hey, look, I made a mistake. Let me try to get two right. Everything's okay. Making a mistake, tripping and falling, messing up, getting tired, quitting a workout, whatever. You're going to do it all in life. Letting that be okay and letting that be a catalyst to doing something better right after. That's really what we're about.
That's so awesome.
Any questions?
I think really, I really wanted to ask you more or less about, you touched point that y'all have classes for kids, and I know it's summertime, and as a parent, we're always trying to find things and outlets for our kids in healthy and positive environments. And I've heard your name a lot. I've heard a lot about your gym. Either have friends that go or have friends that have gone and just rave about your gym. And hearing what you just said is really awesome, because we have a lot of gyms in town, and everyone goes somewhere different, and I just really love your positive outlook on it. And I think really,
Appreciate it.
What are the options for kids? Like,
I'll tell you what we have, and I think there's a lot around. Sometimes we just have to kind of look for it. But we do a kids martial arts. We also do kids sports fit, and in fact, we do a free Peaceful Warrior youth camp. We did our first session in June, and we did it for 3 weeks. We'll do another one starting in another week and a half. We do another 3-week session, and we basically mix martial arts with fitness, and then we do a youth leadership section of it too. It's an hour-and-a-half thing, and we call it Peaceful Warrior. We go around the schools and kind of focus on anti-bullying, but that's not what this is about. This is about empowering, building confidence, and really attacking life in a proactive way. That's what we want to do.
so awesome. I don't think anyone does that.
Well, it's cool, man. I tell you what, you work with kids, they'll get your life on track. These are the coolest people in Lake Charles are below 4 foot tall, at least in my mind. So we really enjoy them. But again, man, we do martial arts to try to build confidence. We're not trying to. I think they come in, wanting to be Ninja Turtles and beat people up, and they leave, realizing they made a bunch of friends, and they have the confidence to stand up for themselves. But we teach two things: one, how to defend yourself, and two, why you'll never have to. If you're powerful with your words, and that's really what we speak about a lot. And then from there, it's I think being in a positive atmosphere. We have quotes written on the wall. It's a very colorful type place where we want to inspire. We want and it be an environment where you're inspired, around people you're inspired, and somehow God's blessed it enough to put the right people around. Man, it's just a cool place. Obviously I'm a little biased, but I walk in and I know a lot of times when I'm in a bad mood or life's happening too fast or something. I walk in there and I feel better when I walk out, and that's it's just a testament to the people and the people that have worked hard, and then obviously what God's done. I can't tell you how many times prayers paid the bills when we were getting started. So it's been a cool place.
So tell us, how can we find out more about the gym?
We have a Facebook. I think it's called PE Strong. I don't really do a lot of it. My sister, my PE Gym is, I think, the page that you can like, and you can also add us at the PE Strong. It's a person, I guess. And we might have Twitter, but I'd lie to you if I told you.
And where are you located exactly?
We're on Common Street. We just moved to Common Street, 4730. That's kind of across the street from the baseball field.
Okay.
Just past that big apartment building. The old
Didn't
Rock
that work
Church.
out perfectly?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I was
awesome.
gonna say,
Love
I
the
know
place.
you used to be on 17th Street.
Yeah, so we were actually just close to here, and we just moved a week ago.
Well,
So
congratulations.
thank you. It's awesome. Love the place. It's been a hectic couple of weeks getting
Of
in,
course,
but
a move
but
always
yeah,
is.
exactly. The worst
really
thing about
appreciate you
moving is
making
moving.
time.
Yeah, right on. So I appreciate y'all having me. It's been really awesome.
And I thank you so much.
No
You
problem.
confirmed that it's okay that I want to secretly be a Ninja Turtle. So,
Hey, everybody does, man. New movie's coming out in August. So I'm pumped.
Josh Quahagan, ladies and gentlemen, with PE Gym, thank you so much. Just want to
Hey,
give you a round of applause.
appreciate y'all having us.
All you're doing in the community, really appreciate that so much.
Thanks.
And of course, we're going to get back to the music in a second for you. I love that. Don't you?
Well, of course.
Of course, plugging in any help that we can. We really want to do that. And again, PE Gym, I'll be sure to put that on there for you on HeyBrayJ.com. So making it even simpler. All right, here it is. Back to the music for you. Our good friend, Mr. Charles Lyons, is going to take it away. And again, I'm looking forward to talking to you and find out more about Sinners and your upcoming show in August. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here's another one. This one's actually from the record we're putting out. it's all the same. I see we'll make believe everything's the way that it should be. I can't blame you, babe, for leaving me. Guess I'd do the same. I believe this was meant to be. The end of me. I guess it's time to leave. In spite of everything you've done, now you know it's hard to get to me. I'll be damned, I hope you understand. I just can't hang around this place. And if I had my way, I'd leave tonight, get out of town without a trace. But I believe this was meant to be. The end of me. I guess it's time to leave. In spite of everything you've done, now you know it's hard to get to me. In spite of everything you've done, now you know it's hard to get to me. Thank you. All right, y'all want another one from the album, or y'all want another new one? Another one
What do
from the
y'all
album?
want?
New one? All right. Yeah. I like y'all. See, if you come August 1st, you'll hear plenty. You'll hear all of them from the album. But right now, you get new ones. All right, this is this song called Crescent City Blues. She had style, she had grace, she had that look upon her face, like she lost all that she was in California. She went home to Tennessee, drove on down to New Orleans. Wanna go, no one's ever known her. Got herself a place somewhere down on Esplanade. Her bed was never made, but that don't matter. Never slept there anyway. She just walked the streets for days. Through the corner of her mind up Jacob's ladder. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lord, she got those Crescent City blues. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Never gonna wipe the mud off her shoes. Got her a guitar, said I know it won't take me far, but it'll keep me company when I'm alone. If I went away and I stayed gone for days, would you even know that I'd gone? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lord, she got those Crescent City blues. Ooh, 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 ooh. Never gonna wipe the mud off her shoes. Style, she had grace, she had that look upon her face, like she lost all that she was in California.
Charles Lyons.
Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Love it.
And this part of the show is powered by Don's Carwash.
So we're going to talk to Charles in just a second. We want to make mention, of course, BRAY.com. Every 2 weeks we do a new LA On Air Artist of the Week. So you can go there and submit your vote for the artist from that selection who you think we should highlight. So be sure to do that. BRAY.com under the LA On Air tab. Joining us now at the table, of course, you just heard him perform. We appreciate that. Anytime we can get an exclusive there, we definitely feel honored. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're
again.
welcome.
So how are you?
I'm good. You know, like 2 kids at the house, just getting over a head cold.
Life, right?
Yeah, you know. I think those 3 songs, it's my voice taking all I can take for the day.
Well, we appreciate you doing it. We love this guy. I messaged him. I said, hey, you know, what are you doing today? He's like, what are you needing? I said, well, we talked about having you on the show. How about today? He's like, okay. So, of course, the musicians are faithful. We appreciate that so much. An awesome job up there.
Oh, well, thank you.
Talk to me about the new album. Of course, August 1st, they're doing the debut album release over at Luna Live. The show kicks off at 9 p.m. How has it been for you? How long have you been working toward this?
Oh, God. Just one thing after another, man. It was actually, the recording of it was probably finished 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
So it's terrible because, you know, we're having the release
Life.
party. We're having the release party. We're putting it out. It sounds great. I'm sick of all the songs. I'm ready to record the next one.
Well, you know, it's
But I
hilarious.
think that's part of being a songwriter.
Right.
Though, you know, by the time the record comes out, you're like, yeah, wrote new ones. Want to play those.
I never understood, and just so we're clear, we appreciate that on this show. I'm going to say 2 weeks ago, I guess, Big Name Entertainment came to town. They chose to play the new stuff, too. The crowd wasn't too happy. This crowd appreciates the new because we know we get to see it and hear it in August.
I appreciate this crowd. Indeed.
I couldn't imagine them being a music artist, you know. You see them perform. This is like a year later. They're on these morning shows or what have you. And I know they're tired of the music. I mean, they love it, obviously. They made a lot of money off of it, hopefully. But to know that you have to keep playing it when they're ready to move on, I never understood how you do that part.
With Teeth Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, they're fun to play. I'm excited to release the CD. I'm excited for people to be able to hear it. We really haven't released a lot of the songs from it because, you know, we wanted to wait until it was out. I mean, we've played them all live. They sound... I think part of it is we've gone through so many lineup changes since it was recorded. We have a pedal steel player now. He's not on the record. You know, so I'm excited to take the lineup that we have now into the studio because it feels more solid than it's ever felt.
And that's part of the business, you know.
Right.
I have so many bands, and I want to say this for the record on the show, too. When we meet them, you know, it's maybe this group. And then you catch up with them 4 months later, and either they've broken up and they're embarrassed to tell me, or they switched out members. And I want them to know, from BRAY J to you, and I think the rest of Southwest Louisiana, we get it. Life changes. People change. People decide to up and move. They have kids and decide to settle down. Things happen.
Or
So
don't.
please don't be
Or
embarrassed.
just have kids
There you go.
and don't
Because
settle
you
down.
love what you do. That's
Yeah.
why you can't stop. And I
No,
like
no,
that.
exactly. And you know, I'm lucky enough to have a wife who understands that and is all right with it.
Right.
Now, you know, if I was like, "Hey, baby, I'm going on tour for 3 months," and
Lana, what would you say to your
might
guy?
we might be met with
Alicia.
yeah, we might be met with a much different, you know,
Right.
yeah.
So thank
But
you to
luckily-
all the wives and music supporters who understand.
Luckily, I have no desire to go on tour for 3 months. Been there, done that. Sleeping on
But when the
floors at
time
34
comes-
years old.
But when the time comes for you to, you're gonna have to have that special talk. Maybe we should have it on the show.
Maybe-
Maybe, to help
right.
cheer her up.
No,
make her
that's
happy.
that's all right. If we ever go on tour, we'll be a week at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If that day ever comes.
When that day comes. Okay. All right. So the
There
debut
are
album.
ways to get your music out there these
I
days
know.
without
It's
actually
amazing.
having to go on tour.
But most people like you to be on tour.
Yeah, it's true. They'd like
But
it.
no, I agree. Dog Hill, the name of their debut album release. And how do you come up with the name? To me, that would be one of the hardest things in the world to do.
You know, a lot of the record was conceived in Dog Hill.
Okay.
Our guitar / mandolin player, he lives off of Gulf Highway. You know, towards basically like backyard of Annie's.
Mhm.
So you know,
That-
it's
that
the
place has
fame.
had a lot of fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's the famed Dog Hill area, Lake Charles. It's made numerous mentions by Obuzu Chavis, and we love Zydeco, we love Cajun music, we love this area
Mhm.
in general, so we just thought it appropriate that we call it Dog Hill. A lot of these songs were worked up in his living room. Our drummer didn't play a full set. He just brushes on a snare and nobody would plug in. That's how we worked them all out,
I love it.
Yeah.
Very awesome. So, of course, the debut album, Dog Hill. I'm excited. I'm really excited for you. Charles and I bumped into each other numerous times. We're usually hanging out at the same cafe in town. And I'll never forget one evening you showed up on the patio, and you were ready to write, man. You were so ready. And so I distracted you, and we started talking for a little bit. Then you went and you started working. I was working. And then you got up and you're like, well, it was good to see you. And I'm like, couldn't do it today? And what did you leave? You like left. Did you leave something at home you needed? I don't remember. You were like, I got to go back home. And I felt so bad. It's like, I knew what that's like. You finally get set up and you're ready to work. And then something you left.
I don't even remember what I left at this point, but I know that I had to go back home for it. So,
yeah, I understand that.
Things happen.
It does. August 1st, ladies and gentlemen, at Luna Live. Be sure to check out Sinners and, of course, our good friend Charles Lyons. Debut album. That's exciting.
That is exciting.
It
It's on
is.
my birthday.
Is it?
Oh.
I feel like it's meant to be.
Well, I guess that means, you'll have to come out and tell all of your friends and make them go out.
Party at Luna Live.
We will bring the honky tonk and the rock and roll. I should mention we're playing, opening up the show is Mr. Tim Norris, doing some Delta Blues, and then the Lake City Free Throw Champs
Awesome.
are playing after that, and then we're going to play until we run everybody out of there.
Which will be about 4 a.m.
Hopefully, right? Let's hope it doesn't take, just 30 minutes of us up there to run everybody out. But
No, y'all are going to have an awesome time, and we plan on being there.
awesome.
When you have Bray J and Lana show up to something, it's a big. I'm not even.
Bring
both of us-
all your people.
To get both of us in one room at the same time on a weeknight, yeah. Because we
Bring
usually like
all
to
your
cover
people.
the city.
Well,
We
it's
realize-
Friday. I mean,
True, yeah.
yeah.
And we're
Okay.
super selective.
Bring all the people.
Charles Lyons, ladies and gentlemen, August 1st with Firth. You hear me? August 1st with Sinners, of course, the debut album, Dog Hill. Thank
Thanks
you so much,
much.
sir. And of course, let's see, we did this right again. We did this on the first show. Don's Carwash, of course, powering the first half. So if you received a ticket, which I don't know if you guys did, let's see if anything's located on the back of your ticket. There you go. You get a Don's gift card. So congratulations to you. Of course, I don't know if don't you drive like a huge truck? I don't know if they'll wash that.
I just bought my wife a vehicle though.
Oh, there you go. Well, she'll appreciate
Give
it.
it to her.
No, they'll handle any vehicle you bring. Awesome, man. So congratulations to you.
I've only washed my truck once the day I got it.
We got to go take pictures when we finish the show. Well, thank you so much, and of course, thanks to Don's Car Wash. All right, so enjoying the show so far, Lana?
Well, yeah.
I got to check on you. I mean, I don't know.
Why do you need to check on me?
I don't know. I just do it just to do it.
Oh.
It makes it more fun for me.
Oh.
Okay. Again, thanks to Charles Lyons, of course, for stopping by. Be sure to go to heybrayj.com, and we will have more for him as well. Got some more music coming up for you right here on LA On Air. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, Canebreakers on LA On Air. 1, 2.
Take me down to the Cumberland Gap. I got to tell poor Richard that I got his back. Take off those white robes and never look back. And I'm walking to the promised land. Lead me down into Bethlehem. I got no reason for the shape that I'm in. Old Rahab tells me that he's dying again, and he'll be walking to the promised land. Good night to that starlight, at the bend in the river where the moonlight shimmers. We'll be walking to the promised land. Follow me down into New Orleans, where everybody feels the same, but no one knows what it means. Well, nervous Charlie's finally gonna stand up and speak. He'll be walking to the promised land. Good night to that starlight, well, at the bend in the river where the moonlight shimmers. We'll be walking to the promised land. Well, I'm going back to the only home I've known, from that Blackwater River to the Gulf of Mexico. My baby is a calling and she lets me know that we've been walking through the promised land. Yeah, we've been walking through the promised land. Good night to that starlight, at the bend in the river where the moonlight shimmers. We've been walking through the promised land.
Ladies and gentlemen, Canebreakers performing for the first time here on LA On Air. And we're going to straighten out whether they've performed before or not. All right. Lana and BRAY J, of course, hanging out with you in studio. So, were you impressed to hear all of the helpful tips that Josh provided us?
Oh, definitely. I think it's really great when, especially during the summertime, we're always trying to find stuff for kids to do, and I pushed that with Danielle last week when we had her on. Not to get rid of our kids, but
God knows that's not what all parents are doing. Not at all.
I mean, we're always trying to find healthy environments for our children to be in, and we're always trying to find them places to be that we feel comfortable with them being in and that are active, and it's just directed in a positive way. And he completely just checked across the board for me. So
Rest assured, PE gyms will take care of your children and you if you want them to.
Great babysitters.
Shout out, of course, to Josh Quayhagen. You can check out more about PE Gym on the beat, heybrayj.com. And to give you a run through, in case you're just tuning in and you're like, I don't know what this is, but I'm listening to it anyway. This is our Moss Summer Series presented by HeyBrayJ.com. And of course, we are during our LA On Air show. We focus on young musicians who normally don't get to play in venues. Well, due to a schedule conflict, our good friends came through, Charles Lyons of Sinners, along with So Suede, who is doing his EP release, and of course, a new band here in town, Canebreakers. They are joining the show as well. We're going to talk to them in just a second. But before we do, we're going to have them play another song for us. So here it is, performing for the second time on LA On Air. It's Canebreakers.
A song called Don't Want You. Hypnotized and lights are blinding. Wide-eyed, starry-skied, I'm asleep at the wheel. You're sleeping soundly on the passenger side. There wasn't nothing to feel. I don't want you. I don't want you to ever leave me alone. I don't want you. I don't want you. I'm pleading, please, darling, don't you ever leave me alone. Stop to fill the tank up. We never pulled over to ever rest my mind, but we were rolling into town on foot. I guess I'll find a ride. I don't want you. I don't want you to ever leave me alone. I don't want you. I don't want you. I'm pleading, please, darling, don't you ever leave me alone. And I'm standing lonely on the station line. Well, the bus came early, guess I'm right on time. I'm gonna ride her just as far as she'll go. How far can she go? I don't want you. I don't want you to ever leave me alone. I don't want you. I don't want you. I'm pleading, please, darling, don't you ever leave me alone. I don't want you. I don't want you. I'm pleading, please, darling, don't you. I'm pleading, please, darling, don't you. I'm pleading, please, darling.
Hey, Lana, I don't want you.
Ouch.
That was a song by Canebreakers. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Thank you.
You can't hit me. That's nice. Appreciate it.
No, I surely can.
Wow. Okay. There it is, Canebreakers for you, and we're going to talk to them. So, I'm impressed. We talk about new musicians all the time here on the show, and personally, I love new musicians because you kind of have that thirst for wanting more, and so that's always great. And then to hear the new music. Now, let me go for my little rant. Every show, BRAY J has this little rant. I get to do that on my show. Mason Fiducia, ladies and gentlemen. This guy here, not only is he like in the 1960s because you can't contact him, which, by the way, of course, Taylor Clemens had to tell me he had to get in touch with Mason first, which I laughed, and I'm like, good luck. I don't know how y'all do a show. Do y'all tell him like a week in advance? Hey, we're look at this many moons, this many suns, and we're going to meet up again.
Usually it's all superficial. We always send him a text, but
What's
he
that?
has to
he has to be in Wi-Fi because he's got an iPhone. He just doesn't have service.
We usually have to send a pigeon like a fortnight in advance.
I told you, I was writing pigeons. So do me a favor, I'm horrible with names, it's no secret. Taylor Clemens.
Yep.
Of course, Mason Fiducia, we know you.
John Paul Zimmerman.
John Paul Zimmerman. Our second John Paul
I know, I was
of the
gonna
Moss
say that.
series. That is awesome.
We also
Congratulations to you.
our drummer is holed up in New Orleans, so Lee Garcia can't leave him out.
Lee Garcia.
We were going to pretend
I like
like
that.
he was here before we realized there was video. We were just going to say he had like laryngitis and no
Aw.
drum set or something.
Lee Garcia having fun in New Orleans. Have fun for all of us, please. Okay. Wish you were here, buddy. So how did y'all get together and win?
We've been playing together since high school in some form or fashion. Me, Lee, and Mason. We actually all played in the Barb Show Choir.
This is what happens when you join Barb Show Choir. You become awesome guys and you start a band.
Me, Lee, and Mason played
Solstice.
a lot of funk and reggae stuff back then, and Mason,
man.
Lee, and Taylor played
had,
together a good bit in college.
Cotton in the boll weevils.
We've had two separate bands, the same rhythm section. Lee and I. First band was with John Paul, and then we went on to Taylor. And
Yeah.
Then
Dropped
they're
John
like,
Paul.
we can't.
Then we
play
kinda
this
just brought
funk
it
stuff.
together.
We need to be more raw.
We tried to join him into Cotton in the Soul Weevils, but
Yeah.
we decided on a different name.
Yeah.
And Canebreakers.
Yeah.
Well,
is
actually-
it an S or is it?
First, it was Dead Relatives, and one, it was already taken. Two, my grandmother didn't like it very much.
Obvious reason.
She didn't approve.
We did play 2 or 3 shows.
We played
as Dead
a couple of
Relatives,
shows as
so
Dead Relatives, yeah.
I love
Never
that
as
so much.
Canebreakers.
So
So technically,
the
it
first
is the
time.
first time, yes.
As Canebreakers.
And so it shows you that I never went to see Dead Relatives perform. That's what that says. I knew I was going to get
That's where it was
caught
at.
one day or another. There it is. BRAY J having to be super honest.
Hasn't been too much.
But when you see a name like Dead Relatives on the poster, you're probably thinking it's like death metal or something.
Yeah, something.
I didn't think that necessarily. I just didn't.
I did.
But we were opening for Sinners, so that didn't make it any more iconic.
Yeah, Dead Relatives
The
and
Dead
Sinners.
Relatives opening for Sinners. I actually do remember seeing that. Do y'all have the poster on your phone? I gotta
Something
see
like
it.
that, yeah.
I gotta
That was
find
the
it.
one you made.
There was a photoshopped of like a baby with X's on its eyes or something.
Well, I think the grandpa had X's over his eyes. The baby was drinking Miller Lite or something.
And how many
That makes
people turned
sense.
up to that show? Was it a good crowd?
We had a good crowd.
Were they all
yeah.
alive?
We got it was all friends.
Okay. There we go. Very, very awesome. So the Canebreakers.
Canebreakers.
I'm impressed. I'm sorry. I started laughing because not only did we have John Paul perform last Monday, but he's joining Barb Show Choir.
Oh, right. I saw that.
And so I just think it's awesome. There
It's
it
a
is.
good play. It's a good, like, it teaches you how to be a professional musician and
very true.
how to gig and be a responsible member of a band. So I think a lot of great artists have come out of that program.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the biggest thing is it really influences the young musicians to keep up with it. We all Lee's actually living in New Orleans. He does film over there. Mason's about to Taylor's about to move up to Shreveport. Mason's got his own little jazz thing going on, and I'm working. So we all have our own separate things, but we've held on to the music years after high school, and that's the most important thing we got out of it.
It's really good. Well, we're going to get back to the band, of course, but I have to do my rant because I still haven't done it yet. So Mason Fiducia, this guy here, he's in this band called Streetside Jazz Band, and I think, and I could be off, I think everybody in Lake Charles now knows of your band. I mean, from the 3-year-olds to
They should, yeah.
the Dead Relatives, I think they all know about Streetside Jazz Band. And you may think that's great. Most people don't know about all the bands in town.
Yeah.
But between you performing at Luna on Friday nights, and then, of course, for brunch,
Yeah, we stay busy.
yeah, and then the other numerous locations that y'all covered.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, my rant. Let me get to that because I keep putting it on. Said, you remember that time I told you we have like this band coming on the show, and they're called like Streetside Jazz Band, and you're like, oh, awesome. And then when we went to interview them, they like never showed up, and then I realized what happened. The fearless leader, if you will, Will Christian.
Oh, Will.
That guy. It was his birthday. And I saw you actually in Stellar Beans, and you were the point man.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it later, and I'm like, well, the pigeons. I didn't talk to the pigeons. It's
Yes.
my fault.
Yes.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So they never showed up. So the fact that you're here today,
You got to go through the proper channels. You know?
so don't go through Mason.
Pencil note
Go
taken.
through the pigeons.
Someone who's plugged in. Yeah.
Okay, I got that mental note. But no, very honored to have you guys on. You
Thanks for
still
having
owe
us.
us an interview.
I do.
You do. I'm going to talk to the other members, though. So
It was so funny because a couple weeks ago, me and my son went to Luna, and we're sitting there, and he's just like, he's 3, so he's all over the place. And he's like, Mama, can I have cheese tacos? Wait, where's the band? I came here to see the drums. And he looks, because we always go on for Sunday brunch, and
Yeah.
that's like, he knows when we go to Luna, like, there's drums. And so that's the first thing. He's like, Mom, wait, where's the drums? And I'm like, we'll try and
So see,
only...
you're making impressions
only come on
the,
Sundays.
I
On the
said
3-year-olds. I know, so
I was
it made me think of
joking.
it.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
Yeah,
Really
it's,
awesome.
it's important to expose them to it. You know, that live music.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, so talk to us about the music. Again, how difficult is it synchronizing everything like that? I mean, that was awesome.
It is.
Well, you got to keep in mind, Mason here has been playing with Lee, the drummer, since 5th grade.
Yeah.
So that has something to do with it.
Okay.
And
You never
they
have to
just
worry
kinda
about the
beat me and Taylor into synchronizing with them.
play it here. No, like he said, they've been playing music forever, and I played with Lee and like at Barb and the jazz band and stuff like that, and so it just kind of clicked. Like really, John Paul and I had never played together until this group, and I mean, Lee and Mason were kind of the glue that held
Yeah.
everything together, but it's turned out really good. Really, the focus for all of us has been the songwriting, and before we were doing like the funk thing, it's more about at the live show. You know, you're in the
want the
moment.
funk, bring it,
Exactly,
right.
bringing the funk.
Right.
But this whole thing has been about sitting down and we'll just write songs for hours or work on the same song for hours. And that's been really cool for me. It's the first time I've ever thought about that kind of stuff.
Each of us is definitely flawed in some fashion musically, and each of the other ones makes up for it.
Yeah.
And so
Awesome.
it's
Picks
you
up
know,
the slack.
we couldn't do any of this by ourselves.
So when we look into y'all,
like Skeeter.
hear y'all perform for your first show, have we decided that yet?
Yeah, we like I say, we've played several others as Dead Relatives. Those all the same songs. But lately, again, I said Taylor's about to move to Shreveport. We already have one member of the band on the other end of the state.
So y'all can Skype
So,
practice, right?
yeah,
Isn't that how that
so-
works?
Well, we've had leaps and bounds getting Lee here, but we wanted to kind of put something down, and so we actually have another CD. There's another CD from us.
Right.
We're about to be done with.
Right. we-
Indiegogo to support it, correct?
That's
Right. We could use all the help we can get.
We'll promote that.
Do it. This is what LANU is all about. If LJ So Suede or So Suede can just have me hold a CD and a photo, trust me.
We can plug the Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can find us on Facebook, Canebreakers, and all the stuff's there if you want to keep up with it. But basically, we've spent the last several months recording this
Frame
album.
and floor.
Frame and floor, right. We turned John Paul's living room into a recording studio, basically.
It wasn't the carrier pigeon area?
Yeah, we did. We use that later on.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's got this great living room with huge vaulted ceilings, and we're like, man, we just got to use this to full potential. So we recorded everything in there, and we're now in the latter stages of mixing and mastering. So hopefully by early August we should be seeing a finished record.
Yeah.
Cool deal.
Awesome.
Indiegogo, if you haven't heard of it, of course, is a great way for musicians. Do they allow other projects on there, or is it mainly music-based?
All kinds of stuff, I think. I mean, you
Lee,
can.
Lee raised money for one of his little
A
films
film,
over there.
Okay. But a great way to support independent projects. And Canebreakers, their debut album, Frame and Floor, you can support them. So, of course, we're going to talk about that in the beat as well on HeyBrayJ.com. I'm excited for you guys. It's just always cool to hear something refreshing. And Mason and I had talked, I don't know, a year and a half ago. And we're talking about music. I don't even know if you remember or not.
Maybe.
And it was just cool, though, to hear you really share, about our community. And I was trying to ask you what you wanted as a musician.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And I constantly ask musicians that, because if there's anything I can do, I'm in no means this person who has all this pull or anything like that. But I have a heart for our community. And I tell people all the time, I think music really does play a huge role in beginning that transition. So, anything I can ever do to help out a musician, I will try my absolute best.
We're a philosophical bunch, so anytime you need a good conversation on the air.
Okay, and we'll put that in our second hour of the show.
With the microphones off.
It'll be on. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Canebreakers joining us, and we appreciate that. Head over to Indiegogo, and of course we're going to have all that information for you on heybrayj.com. If you guys would do us the honor, please. I think you have 2 more songs you're going to play for us.
Maybe one more?
One more?
One, but
Either or.
we might.
We might.
I love
CD is
meeting
4
musicians.
songs.
It's a thrill for me to be able to see musicians do what they love. And then when you get to hear awesome stories like that, where they started off together in high school, and now they've kind of reunited, and they're bringing all this to the table, it's really
And
awesome.
I was thinking, like, there's so much going on, but it sounds so great together.
I know. When he told me he was going to have all 3 of them singing,
I know.
I thought to
I
myself,
didn't really. Look what he's pulling
I
out.
don't know,
Look what's happening.
here we go, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
old harp.
Here we go.
Things about to get crazy. Okay.
All right, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, performing for the 3rd time. No, performing right here on LA On Air during our Moss Summer Series, Canebreakers.
This is the last song on the album called Phone Line Pickup.
Is a twister spinning gray clouds blind, a number painted on a highway sign. I am a wire hanging on a phone line, a broken guitar with a pickup line, and I'm okay with that. Find her in a grocery line, a pack of cigarettes, a bottle of wine. Well, you can find me hanging on a phone line, just hanging on because the weather's alright. And that's fine, I guess. Waiting for her call, I'll take the fall, 'cause it won't come at all. She is a prayer book with the coffee-stained eyes. She must have read it over hundreds of times, but I never could get past the first page. I read it twice every other day. When I'm short on words, well, she will be my haiku, and I'll be kung fu. When I'm short on words, and I'll be kung fu. She will be my haiku, and I'll be kung fu. When I'm short on words.
Canebreakers! Thank you very much. I love that.
That was so fun.
Thank you.
So, do you have a secret song on stash?
Why don't we let Taylor play us a song?
Taylor,
Myself
solo?
here.
Yeah, we got a couple of just solo
Awesome.
tunes on the record.
Uh-huh.
So this is one of Taylor's that he does by himself.
Very cool.
It's called Born Not Raised.
Born but never raised. Well, it ain't like I've seen better days, and I've come up to be torn between guarding my face and wiping my eyes. And I never meant to be Born but not raised, I've come up from seeds scattered, not sown. And I never meant to end up so close to the coast, running so long in one direction, so I guess that's how it goes.
Thank you very much.
You love
That
it?
was so good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's really cool. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, Canebreakers, we appreciate it very much. Taylor Clemens, of course, Mason Fiducia, and John Paul Zimmerman. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having
And
me.
a shout out to, of course, Lee Garcia. Of course, we hope to have you on in the future, my friend.
That's right.
All right, guys, thank y'all. We really
Thank y'all.
appreciate that.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, thanks so much to Don's Carwash for powering the first half of our show, Luna Bar and Grill and Luna Live for powering the second. And during our break, we did give away our gift card to the winner, the recipient of the Luna Bar and Grill. So thank you so much to those two for supporting us. Lana, you had fun?
It was so much fun.
We packed a lot into the show.
We did. I think that's like the one thing that we're so blessed to have on this show is, you know, we get all kinds of people in here and we hear all these wonderful things, but I truly, truly, truly love like well-written music.
Uh-huh.
Like almost more than the actual musician part. I mean, it all ties in together, but I love well-written music.
And they
so
did a great
I'm
job.
thoroughly impressed.
Of course, shout out again to So Suede. Check out his EP. Of course, we have all the details on HeyBrayJ.com. Happy birthday to Suede as well. This is going to be a birthday week for him because the show's going to air over and over and over again. Of course, INDmusicmedia.com for IMM Live and on LouisianaIndieRadio.com. So you can check those shows out. And just to say it, because everybody always asks us, well, what time does the show air? And obviously, if you're listening to the show, then you obviously know. But on Louisiana Indie Radio, it airs Tuesday and Thursday, 7 to 11, 6 and 10. And then on IND Music Media for IMM Live, it airs Tuesday through Friday at 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. So numerous chances for you to listen, all different times. So check it out. Of course, Sed, let's say thank you to Sed, of course, for all he does.
Thank you, Sed.
Producer and engineer and everything else. Godsend, thank you. Charles Lyons, of course, of Sinners. Be sure to check them out on Facebook. And I'm very much so looking forward to their debut album release over at Luna Live on August 1st. The show kicks off at 9. And Tim Norris, of course, and Lake City Free Throw Champs. Very, very, very awesome musician. So looking forward to that. And we're going to celebrate Lana's birthday. Whoop, whoop. And then, of course, special thanks to Canebreakers. I'm excited. This is what we love, and this is just the summer series. So get ready. We have so much more coming for y'all. So we're excited. Thank y'all so much for being a part of the show. And, of course, to our live audience, thank y'all so much as well. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, there it is. Feeling good?
So good.
Do we get to go out and celebrate now?
Absolutely.
I'm going to go party with So Suede.
Done.
Yeah. All right, there it is. Check out all the information, of course, HeyBrayJ.com. Make it a great one, Louisiana.